Hi there, Ryan here with the Chirp Real Estate Accelerator program. Thanks so much for taking a minute to watch this video. In this video, I'm going to go through the process that we've been able to have some really great success with in generating leads on Facebook and using text message as our primary follow-up tool. First, I'm going to jump in and just show how easy the ads are. It's a very simple process to set up your ads. Once you know how to do it, you can set up a good lead generation ad in about 20 to 30 minutes or even quicker. And these ads can run for months and months and generate leads for a long time. This is an example of one that we've had a lot of success with. Again, we keep it as simple as possible on the front end. It's really a simple question that we ask. We usually will find out from our lender who is what is the best program being offered right now, or the most popular loan program, and we'll mold a question around that program. We'll grab an image from the Facebook stock photos. Again, we're not trying to get crazy with our ads. We don't want to, when people are on social media, they don't want to feel like they are being marketed to. And so if our posts can look like normal human posts, they tend to perform better. So we don't need graphic designers. We don't need all kinds of crazy images. Typically a really nice house or something. We'll also use like porches or fire pits or something that just kind of grabs your attention and go, oh, I wish I had that feature. Really nice kitchen, something like that can work really well for an ad. Now, we use Facebook's lead ad platform. This is a really great platform for lead generation. A lot of people don't like it for one reason. They don't get the response that they're looking for, but we've really cracked the code on that. And so we're able to take leads that people normally wouldn't be able to have much success with, and because we're using text messaging, we're able to get a very good response. So we click on, if you notice here, when they click on learn more, traditionally that's when they would go to a landing page, but in this case we're using Facebook's platform that already has the information from Facebook pre-populated into the fields. Okay, so we have their email, their name, and their phone number, and then this is the secret. This is the trick right here. We have them opt into text messaging right here. Okay, and this is a custom question that we create in the lead ad. It's very easy to do. Once they submit the information, the lead is generated, and then through Zapier, it gets pushed into Chirp. Now Chirp, and that's where the magic is going to happen. Okay, so once this lead is generated, you have 5 minutes to connect with them if you want it to be effective, right? People have a very short attention span. If we don't connect with them very quickly, they're not going to respond. So if a lead comes in and you're not able to pick up the phone and call them right away, the only other thing you could do before this was send them an email, and that didn't, you could get that into their inbox in 5 minutes, but the chances of them actually reading it it just wasn't going to happen. So from here, the moment that the lead comes in, they automatically go into Chirp and they go into one of our automatic follow-up campaigns. Okay, the first thing that happens is the person excuse me, the person gets added to this automatic funnel that already has the follow-up built in. Okay, so the moment they come in, they get a text message, and this starts the conversation. This says, hi, first name, this is the agent's name with your company. Thank you for your interest in our zero down mortgage program. What city are you hoping to buy in? Now, of course, all of these follow-up points are fully customizable to you, so you can change and edit them to make them personal to you. You can add images if you want to add a picture of yourself. A lot of our agents will send out an image of themselves on that first text to introduce themselves. And then through that process, the person is contacted within that 5 minutes. So they get the text message and it starts the conversation. At the same time, you, the agent, you'll receive a text message that says, hey, you have a new lead in Chirp. So you know that you have that new lead come in. Now, if the person responds, then you can have a conversation with them, and you can continue working them until, obviously you set an appointment or you go down that path. If they don't respond, we have several days of follow-up built in, which again is fully customizable. And you can make it longer, you can make it shorter, you can be more aggressive, you can be less aggressive. You can add email in here if you want to. I don't really care for email, but if you want to add it in there, it is a possibility. And you can also do ringless voicemail drops as well. So if you want to be dropping voicemails, pre-recorded voicemails into their voicemail inbox, you can add those in here as well. Okay. Now, at any point if they respond, we can then add them to our active lead funnel, which will stop the automation so that you can have a human conversation with them and they won't receive automated text messages during your conversation. If they don't respond, at the end of the funnel, they'll then be added to a 90-day drip campaign and a 180-day drip campaign, which will drop text messages on them around every 30 days, inviting them to take another look or to reopen the conversation. That is the first step of the Chirp Real Estate Accelerator program. That gets the leads into the system and starts the process. Now let's talk a little bit about Chirp and the many different features that it has that will help you communicate better and sell more. The first thing is the message central. This is a very powerful platform that allows you to text your leads one-to-one, just like you would from your cell phone. Okay, so I can text my leads back and forth here. I can also, so let's say I'm talking to a lead and he says, hey, I'm ready to look at houses. Let's talk next week. What I can do, instead of putting in my calendar a reminder to text this person in a week, I'm going to create the text right now, and then I'm going to schedule it for a week from now. So I'm going to say, hey, hey Blake, we had a conversation last week about looking at homes. Are you ready to start? ? Then I'm going to schedule it for a week from today. Set the time, 10 a.m., hit OK, and then I'm going to hit send, and it's going to put it into my scheduled messages. I don't have to think about that again. It will go out when it's supposed to. If the person contacts me between now and then, and I need to cancel this text message, I can simply trash it right here. Okay. I can also add notes about my customer here. I can add any number of tags. I can create any number of custom tags, and I can add them to any of my funnels manually here. Now, of course, you can create as many funnels in addition to the ones that we already have pre-built. You can create as many of those as you want. You can also share those funnels with other members of your organization or anybody else you want to share those funnels with. Okay, you have all your CRM information here, so it's who the contact is, when they came in, everything you need to keep in close contact with your customers. There are some other really cool features in Message Central here. I can send emojis. I can call my lead from right here. I can send a ringless voicemail. I can also send images. Another great function, going back to the Funnel Studio, is the ability to create and share funnels. So it's very simple to create a new funnel and create any form of automation that you want to do as far as a follow-up campaign. Within funnels, there are several different actions that you can do in order to follow up. So you can send text messages, you can send emails, you can send ringless voicemails, you can apply or remove tags, you can start other funnels, you can stop funnels so that if you are taking somebody out of automation, there's any number of automation tricks that you can do within the Funnel Studio. You are not limited to the number of funnels that you can build. And then again, to share it, it's super easy. You simply share this code with somebody, they paste it in here, and it automatically builds the funnel for them. Okay. You also have the ability to do group actions. This is in the My Contacts section of Chirp. From here, I can select an entire list. I can select portions of a list. I can also search my list based on tags and other criteria. And with that, I can select a certain list and do any number of automations. So if I want to add or remove tags, apply or stop funnels, put them to sleep or wake them up, which just pulls them in and out of my my text list, I can assign them to different agents. I can send them a text message. I can send them a ringless voicemail, or I can delete them from the system. So for example, if I want to send a text message to a group of people, let's say I had a group of interested buyers and I just got a new listing and I want to share that with all of my potential buyers, I can select that list, send message, create the message, and hit process action, and it will send the text message to everybody on that list as an individual text message, not as a group text message. Okay? Now, our dialer also gives the ability to pull up a list and just start calling through your leads and putting notes and adding them to funnels. So if you want to contact everybody that hasn't been contacted in the last 7 days, you can set that criteria here. It will pull up the list and you can start going through and calling your list. Okay. Other things here that are really important: trackable links allow us to send out links to our leads. And let's say this is our home page to our website. We'll create that. That will give us, we'll put in the destination link here, homepage.com, and we can select a tag basically saying that they clicked on it, and we can even start a funnel if they click on that link. So we can send that out in a text message, and we know if they clicked on it, then you'll know you can move them through different points of automation. Ringless voicemail is where you're going to come in and you're going to create your library of pre-recorded messages. So from here, you'll create as many different pre-recorded messages as you want, and then from that you can then add those to the funnels. You can send them out in Messenger. You can send them out as a broadcast to many people, however you want to do it. Here you can import all of your contacts and put them into various funnels. And then of course here's your admin information. There are many different uses that Chirp provides. Text messaging allows you to really communicate like it's 2019 with your leads, and it really allows you to establish a relationship before going in for a call. Calls oftentimes will kill your relationship because people these days see that as being too aggressive and pesky. But if we start conversations using text messaging and nurture them into a phone call, we have a much better connection rate. We have a much better experience on the phone with our clients, and we establish relationships much easier with much less effort than if we're trying to just call them or email them. So it's a really great program. It will really help you in many areas of your business. Obviously, with this program, we're going to show you how to generate leads on Facebook, get you in through that process. But the key, really, what it comes down to is that you can connect with your leads from wherever they're coming from. So if they're coming from Facebook, or they're coming from a sign, posted at one of your listings, anything like that, you'll be able to use the system to communicate more effectively with your leads. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about our course, just so you get an understanding of how that works. Inside our Real Estate Accelerator course, we teach you everything on how to set up your ad. We teach you everything on how to connect it into Chirp and set up the funnels. And we teach you everything as far as using Chirp so that you can be effective in using this process. Everybody that joins the Real Estate Accelerator program gets access to our course. And then, of course, in addition to that, you get access to our private mastermind group, which will give you access to, let me show you that, support, basically. This is where we come in. We post videos, we post new ads that are working, we respond to support questions and help each other become successful with this process. Looking forward to working with you. Obviously, if you have questions, please reach out. And if you have any questions about this video, shoot us a text and we'll set up a time to talk. Thanks.